to see if you're actually thinking it.
No, the cogs are turning over. There's a monkey with some symbols just going tsh, tsh, tsh. Nothing important happening in my head whatsoever. Just watching the smoke from Nigma Galaxy and getting themselves prepped for a potential first blood around that bottom rune spot. As Enchantress is nearby, smoked herself. Smoke breaks. Snaking. Are we going to escape? Disruption to start things off. Miracle, Kuro, everybody surrounding the Enchantress. A poor little Bambi caught in the trees, and first blood for Sumail. Giving it to the mid laner.
I thought that Kuro might take it by accident with the battery assault, but they gave it to Sumail. Great start for Dragonite. Let's see what he's going to bring on the courier. It's going to be Magic One, some extra tangos. So we'll have an extra slot, and going into Power Treads next, we've seen this multiple times. Dragonites, he does not need a bottle, so can sustain for himself. Doesn't rely on refilling the runes. Damage from Ricky. 9 actually gets their bounty rune.
And Aramis was lurking a little further north. Gets the one up there as well. 2 for 2 as we get back to our lanes proper. Kuroki Clockwork with the Miracle Drow. Very solid lane here. Even up against the Beastmaster Snapfire. There are no slouches in terms of early laning stage damage themselves. Definitely important to control up these camps, though. Make sure there's no pulling going on. Sentries in both of them from opposing teams. And Kuro doing Kuro clock stuff.
Oh, Scatterblast misses.
Run forward. Doesn't clip him with a Scatterblast, and that means Miracle can get that additional bit of damage out with the Frost Arrows.
Clockwork is such a great position 5 to soak up the damage, zone them out at the early stages of the game. 33 still CSing with the axes. Going for his standard classic build. Gets that Sage Mask, extra mana regen. Kuro wants to get something else done here. Maybe get on top of Aramis, but Aramis put down a sentry ward. Big camp is available.
Yeah, unblocked it. And Kuro's back in on top of 3-3 though. Battery Assault and the Frost Arrows starting to stack up a lot of damage, but Kuro, oh, he pops the stick, has a Fairy Fire, gets away with murder, kills 3-3, dies in the end, but that's all good. Fine for him.
In a lot of these situations, you would also be fine with dying first, leaving solo XP for your Drow Ranger, and then bring the items for her. Clockwork bringing some items. That's going to be just some extra stats, Circlet, and Slippers of Agility. Skitter bottom, trying to deal with Timbersaw. It's not going to be an easy task. As long as he puts an extra point in reactive armor, it's going to be difficult. He also sustained early on. Snaking used all of his mana pool, trying to harass them as much as possible with impetus shots. But Mind Control does have extra tangos from Shadow Demon. We'll be going into Casual Bracer. Like, both of these mid laners, they're not going to buy bottles, so we'll not see the bounty runes, the water runes being contested.
Yeah, Kuro back in action again. 1v2, zoning out RMS and 3-3. Another Battery Assault put to good use. Snapfire going to be burning through a lot of that early regen just to stay in the lane. And yeah, 13 last hits for Miracle's Drow. Looking very good for Nigma across the board. Timber, DK, Drow Ranger up near the top. And another go here from Kuro, forcing the cookie out of the Snapfire. Miracle couldn't quite get there to slow her down. But it's still a tremendous amount of bullying here from Nigma in that top lane.
They're zoning them out nicely. Kuro has a lot of regen, not allowing them to get the pull off here.
And then in that bottom lane, as soon as MC gets his levels up, a level 6 Timbersaw could just kick Skitter and snaking out of this one. Do we expect GH to leave this lane once MC hits 3? Or is GH going to be sticking down here?
I don't think they can kill... Oh, MC.
He just loses his life there, GH. And MC, minus armor from the Riptide, a few more hits. He's got reactive armor going, 50 HP, but snaking with a double kill.
Ooh,
that was unexpected.
A little bit too aggressive, I would say. Nagasartan hits level 3, has a point in Ensnare, and snaking with those impetus shots. We talked about the pure damage.
Yeah, Nigma not taking that into account, potentially, but they will both respawn full resources and get back down to that bottom lane. And we still expect, as things progress, for them to build up their power. Make sure Tundra don't have the easiest of times. As Nagasaran, you know, only 11 last hits, even with those couple of kills going the way of Tundra, still feels pretty sad for them down in that bottom spot.
Timbersaw getting a lot from bottom lane, even though he died sitting at 19 CS. All Nigma members in the top. You see Dragonite as well CSing nicely. Same goes for Ricky. Mid lane, I don't think anyone should die. You have Dragon's Blood, you have Ring of Health on Ricky sitting underneath the tower. Very limited amount of damage, especially for Ricky. He can't really deal with Dragonite, so we might not even see supports trying to rotate to the mid lane. Potentially, with like once Dragonite hits level 6, you want to play with the catapult, put some pressure on the tower. But getting a kill might be a bit too difficult.
Yeah, they're both so annoying. Off in that top lane. Looks like things have calmed down a little bit for Tundra. 3-3. He has his helm now, so increasingly tanky. And tons of mangoes and tangos here for Aramis, as they will get a large camp pull across. And Kuroki, he doesn't want this nonsense to continue. Runs to grab the wave. Cookie misses. Miracle and Kuro playing very forward here. As the pull does connect. Range creep dead. Miracle doesn't get the last hit.
I love Enigma has two supports that can move around the map, get stuff done. And whenever Kuro plus GH have a good time in the lane, I feel like Nigma plays the best. Aramis plays down Observer Ward. Let's see if Kuro spots it.
Yeah. I don't know if that Ob sees or saw Kuro go into the trees either. Might be able to slip into a spot where again he can test his pull. Quick pause out of Skitter.
You know what the reason's going to be? Lag.
Lag, yes. Oh!
All right.
A different
it's
one.
A new one. It's
Yeah.
a new one. Hotkeys.
He's got to go back into test demo mode. Set all of his illusion hotkeys. Control 1, Control 2, Control 3, Control 4.
Skitter's quick.
Control 1.
Yeah, something was wrong with the hotkeys the other day when I played my courier hotkeys.
Oh, yeah?
Kind of messed up for no reason.
That's weird. Well, they just weren't sending you items. The couriers wanted to keep the items for themselves.
Like, someone actually made the changes. Maybe someone was trolling me.
Someone
I leave it on my PC. Yeah,
someone
from
hacked
the
your
studio.
account. All they did was change your courier hotkeys. You know, back in the day, you'd log into someone's Facebook account and change their profile name to something naughty. Nowadays, you just change the courier hotkeys of someone's Dota account. Oh, mind control. Centaur Stomp down the bottom, dead to Snaking. A killing spree for Enchantress. And again, like GH, he's here, but he's not able to help too much.
There's also no stacks in the triangle. Shadow Demon, one of the better heroes to stack with. You would expect him to stack a lot, considering you do have Timbersaw, so you want to leave him alone for a while, but you leave him alone and he dies.
Yeah. Great
start for an Enchantress. Snaking, you know that he loves to carry the game by himself. Off to a great start. What is he bringing? Windlace, Raindrop. Will take over the Warpine Raider in the triangle. And looking at the other lanes, Miracle. A lot of CS, like, across the board. Seems like everybody's getting what they want. At least the cores are.
So do I just have a bad read on this lane, or is like level 2 Impetus the defining factor here from Snaking? As they go in again on MC. Impetus ready in a couple of seconds.
Problem is he didn't have a point in Timber Chain, so he couldn't get away. Warpine Raider will body block him. Ooh.
And drop him low, but not quite a kill there. Still a lot of threat and pressure for MC's Timbersaw. And GH Shadow Demon did go back, stack up the Ancients, comes into lane again. But it's been a very timid performance from GH here. You know, staying in the lane, not getting much done, not really rotating into mid to help out. Very static play.
Sumail picked up that double damage and killed the tower. First rotation for Ricky, picks up Meteor Hammer, wants to land it. Let's see, Beastmaster still level 5. See if he can find an angle. They still don't have a sentry ward.
Miracle.
Here it comes.
Meteor Hammer and the Blink Strike. They found the Drow Ranger, just a few more hits to finish her off, and the Blink Strike will secure it. Meanwhile, Kuro is fighting mano a mano with Aramis Snapfire. Should be able to get away from this with not too many difficulties. But then back down to bottom, they're lining up again for that Timbersaw, I think. Getting the ensnare, the Riptide's there, and Snaking with the Impetus hits. Landing heavily onto MC. Skitter doesn't want to go straight for it. They're just threatening mind control, making sure he's not comfortable.
Next time he gets close, he might be in trouble. And now mind control. Shockwave, another Impetus.
They are bringing
back.
A couple of
And
heroes.
another one in a couple of seconds, Gary.
Yeah.
Let's see. This will provide vision, but Sumail, he comes with the haste.
And this is snaking with a streak. So that's a good 300 gold going to MC. All worth it in the end. Bringing Dragonite down here, and GH aiming for Skitter. Disrupts up the Naga Siren. She's got Mirror Image, so a ton of illusions around. And Sumail, no Dragon Tail for another second. Will dive the tower and look for the stun. Catches it on to Skitter. And Timber chaining forward. MC still level 5, so no Chakram, but they've surrounded the Naga. Under her tier 1, she's dead.
Sumail doing really well. First he takes the tower. Now he rotates bottom. They get 2 kills from it. Ricky landing a Meteor Hammer first time on the mid tower. Wants to keep what Nigma has been doing. Like, this opens up the map so much. If they can do the same thing with the next Dragonite ulti, kill this tier 1 tower bottom. But 9, he's extremely annoying as Ricky. We've seen it time and time again in the DPC, in the DreamLeague as well.
Yeah, he's got Tricks of the Trade and a Tumbler's Toy. So very difficult to catch up to him. As he just keeps pushing damage onto these objectives.
Very interactive gameplay.
Yeah. They'll banish him. Look for the Dragon Tail stun, but he's got the smoke screen out. Sumail can't cast any spells. Sad times for everyone involved. And 9 just walks away. Nearly loses his courier to a couple of illusions, but all is fine. This does leave Miracle alone up top because Kuroki's gone for a bit of a wander. Tundra with 3 heroes in the vicinity, eyeing up the clockwork. The fact they know that Kuro's left the lane now, though, means they can go in onto Miracle.
Cookie connected.
Cookie, it does stun him, even through the gust. Now with that Scatter Blast into Meteor Hammer, they'll land it on Miracle. Blink Strike in, but the Cogs push back. 9 will get the hits he requires. And 3-3, even thinking about coming across, might have to raw Kuro if they really want this kill. And slow him down, chuck the axes at him, and with a shockwave out of the Satcher, they nearly finish him off. But Cogs break out of the cage. Kuroki makes that gap between him and 9 happen. While Sumail kills Snaking on the other side of the map.
Tumbler's Toy, he really wants him.
He's looking
Just
for
get
it.
in.
Is he
Get
getting
in,
high
kill
ground?
him.
You can't. Cheeky
Cheeky
devil.
Yeah, this was a bit of a difficult one to get Sumail with another Arcane who has Blink Dagger, so opening things up. Let's see. Does not want to commit to it, but the rest of the team will be able to take down the tower. 9 lands another Meteor Hammer on Miracle. Stays away from the Cogs, stays away from Battery Assault, and now lands the one on a mid lane.
Yeah, keep pressing that out in the mid lane. MC going to come defend up top. Leave Miracle alone to try and take the tier 1 down there. But look at who's here to face off against him. It is Little Miss Impetus with a roar and the kisses, and Mind Control came up here to bodyguard a tower, but gets blown up for his efforts. And now Kuro, hookshotting 3-3. The Hawk is there trying to tank things up for the Beastmaster, and a cookie away gets him to safety. Scatter Blast will slow Kuro down. No Rocket Flare for 15 seconds, so the Beastmaster's all right.
He's going to be fine. The extra regen. This is why Snapfire was such a godly pick, because you can, as soon as you hit that level 6, you know you're going to get a kill. 9 has 2 blink charges available. Cogs as well for Kuro.
A good cookie. Smoke screen to stop any battery assault nonsense. And take him down with the help of 2 supports.
9 making sure he gets the last hit. Cuts the creep wave with Meteor. Gets all that gold. Power Tread's ready. Diffusal Blade should be next on the menu.
Yeah, they can stick around top, finish off that tower. Leaving Miracle to his own devices down bottom. This also gives space to Skitter, who had like a challenging laning stage. It wasn't great for him, but it was better than expected. This Naga Ench kind of winning their lane against a Timber Shadow Demon. Even with Skitter feeling sad, he's still top 3 net worth, honestly.
He's going to ramp up. If they keep fighting with the team, they get another kill on Miracle, another kill potentially on Dragonite, which could be a bit of a difficult one because they need to commit with like 3 heroes. It needs to be Roar into Meteor Hammer, Snapfire, ulti to be able to get a kill on DK. He's super tanky. Let's see. Meteor Hammer down on tower. Ooh, Sumail goes for the play. Does not get it. Might pay with the life. Cookie.
Onto the Satyr. They've got the Demonic Purge there, clipping Aramis, but these Impetus hits really hurting Sumail. Turns with a Dragon Tail. And the Dragon Form popped, and MC there with a bit of burst damage. Hook shot from Kuro, catching Ricky. Dusting up 9, but he's going to Tricks of the Trade away from the Cogs. Aramis might get chased down here. Dragonite and Clockwork closing the gap pretty quickly. Yeah, Snapfire Just a little too speedy there, slowing them down with a scatter blast and even kissing back into them. Covering fire. The 40 mil howitzer cannon launching projectiles into no man's land.
The Mortimer's misses, the good old... If he had Mortimer's Kisses available, Dragon Knight dies there, but tries to make something happen. It's a risky play. Doesn't pay off in the end. Skeeter continues to farm up in the jungle. Now, this is what we talked about. All it takes is one fight, or just pretend that you're taking a fight. Suddenly, he's on top of the network. Manta style about to be finished in 600 gold.
How well does Drow deal with Naga?
She deals well with Shard. It's just if you can keep things up. If you have a good front line, which they do. You have Dragonite, Clockwork, Timbersaw, so she needs to keep the distance. Things are going to get much messier once Ricky gets his Diffusal Blade plus Shard. And if he catches you, gets asleep, gets on top of you with a smoke screen, this is where Drow's going to suffer.
Well, Nigma using this smoke to get into the bottom jungle. 3-3 throws the roar at them and snaking, outputting quite a bit of damage. I'll take down 3-3's Beastmaster, though. And there's no recourse here from Tundra. They just hookshot straight onto Snaking. Timber Chain away from MC, though. Yeah, they need the jump from Sumail. Close in on the Enchantress, find another kill. Some good pickoffs there, and Nigma keeping their foot down.
Nigma punching back. Not allowing this network to skyrocket. Getting some big kills. I mean, 33 is not as far. He's the lowest network core at the moment, but still getting those big kills. They need to recover a bit on Timbersaw because he had a bit of a rough start. Now doing okay. Vanguard finished. Going into Guardian Greaves next. Wants to tank up for himself for the team.
Yeah, then at that point, they're going to have Hurricane Pike, Guardian Greaves, all these tools to sustain, disengage, everything they need to fight into Tundra. And the big worry is going to be the Song of the Siren. The fact Naga can kind of gap close in onto the Drow, maybe find the Clockwork and Shadow Demon if they're not the ones to initiate. And Mind Control in the mid lane, well, he sticks around in the river for far too long. Surrounded by Tundra's 4 members, and the Kisses make short work of him, while 9 picks up a dominating streak, and they storm up towards that top jungle now. They're pinging DK.
It's a full Diffusal Blade coming for 9. He lands a Meteor Hammer. What a play. The ward in the river. It's not in the river. The ward, like, that scouts the river. Caught a glimpse of him, and then he lands it. Now with the Diffusal Blade pickup, this is the time where they want to get more kills. GH should be the target to jump with the Cloud. Let's see if he can find him. Ooh.
Yeah, they still get the jump. And smoke screen means no disruption, no save, no nothing. GH dead. And it's just so difficult playing into this mid Ricky. Already
double damage as well.
Ooh.
This could open up the Roche, because they have sustain from Helm of the Dominator and Vlad's, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, this Ricky just causing economic damage to Nigma just by existing. You need dust, you need sentries, have to keep tabs on 9 at any given moment. And Roche down to half health already. This DD working wonders for them. Minus armor out of the Riptide. Roshan about to fall, but Nigma preparing themselves with a vision from the rocket flare. Still not going to go for anything.
9 TP's bottom immediately. He wants Miracle. Miracle does have Pike available, but 9 will have Shard in the next minute or so, because he keeps farming. Does have that double damage available as well. He's the one holding the Aegis, because Naga Siren is not going to be joining fights as much as Ricky does, so giving the first Aegis to Ricky makes more sense.
Yeah, if there's a fight near her, she's like, oh yeah, nice, yeah, I'll get involved. Otherwise, just illusions. Keep spreading wide across the map. That's what Tundra doing right now. 2 up top, 2 in the mid. Skitter taking that entire bottom third of the map with the jungle and the lane being swarmed by Illus.
So, you use Naga Siren, illusions, Shadow Demon takes over them, then Enchantress takes over one of those illusions.
Oh, please. Too many illusions. Just trading hands. I don't know who they belong to anymore. Yeah, what are those 2 illusions from Shadow Demon in the mid lane? Are they both Nagas?
I see Dragonite illusions fighting against Naga Siren illusions. MC in trouble.
Yeah, the illusion of safety up top behind your tower comes crashing to an end as MC gets found by 9 yet again.
He's tanky, but again, not that tanky. Doesn't have a cloak, doesn't have magic resistance. So they burst him. Mortimer's Kiss is a very good tool against him. Suddenly, 5k gold lead for Tundra. Make it 6.
Yeah, and this is where it starts to feel like that inevitable, overwhelming feeling is starting to wash over Nigma, thinking, hey, we're against the Beastmaster. He's pushing out our top lane. We have to deal with that. We have to deal with these Naga illusions farming in our top jungle. And then we're thinking about, okay, if one hero goes back to defend, Ricky's going to snipe that one hero. So they're trying to gather up and stay together down in the bottom jungle, but Nine just charges straight through them. Kuroki hook shots across to defend himself. Nine getting pummeled by the Drow and the DK, but the Ricky's fine. And now the chase forward. Can they catch? Can they latch on to Nigma here? They're retreating as a group of 4. The pack
they have Dino coming.
The Thunder
It's gonna scout all of them.
Arriving, clapping the ground. Nine is in. The Cog's pushing back, but Kuroki's dead. They've silenced up the MC Timber, but he gets off a chakram and potential chain forward. Multi-shot's good. Nine is clipped. Dropped to low HP, but the song there resets. It might be the chance for Tundra to fall back. They don't want to continue fighting. With a buyback out of GH, they realize they can move to their high ground and wait for Nigma to come to them.
9, holding the angle, thinking about dropping the Meteor Hammer. If someone steps way too close, he's gonna jump.
And they'll see the multi-shot. Not going for it. Dire Vision is there as well. Radiant have a hawk up above the obs in the sentry, but not able to de-ward the vision that Nigma have just yet. And they're starting to see these heroes, all alone out on the map, and this is the thing, right?
Not again. Mind control. He's underneath his own vision, so should know that they're coming, but they plant the vision for themselves.
And they get a stun on the Ricky. He dropped quickly. Sumail will find the takedown. Aegis claimed up, but Kuroki has lost his life in the trade out now.
Great
MC,
Cookie.
the kisses, Cookie, everything lands onto the Timbersaw. While Miracle, the multi-kisses nearly landing onto the Drow, gets Hurricane Pike away and a gust to push back the Ricky, but Sumail needs the BKB to stand his ground. Can't stay and fight, though. The brawl is over, and Nigma losing out on this one. Tundra emerging victors yet again.
Great usage of the first Aegis, giving it to 9 as well. And looking at the next item, he wants to pocket Ricky. Aghanim Scepter. There's different items that he decides to go for, like Manta style BKB if he feels that he needs more protection, especially against the silence. So yeah, for now it's gonna be Manta style, also removing the dust, so very difficult to kill, makes you more tanky. You can also bait with the illusions, because why not? It's all about the illusions in this game.
This is just a perfect game for Tundra, though. It feels like Nigma have to 5-man group up so they don't get picked apart.
Already level 15 on Ricky. Those two talents, Smokescreen Radius and Smokescreen Cooldown, you're almost permanently silencing people. One of the reasons why he decides to go for Octarine Core a bit later on Ricky. Lands another Meteor Hammer, gets farm. He's level 15 compared to Dragonite, who's level 13, MC level 12, Beastmaster's 13, going into BKB next.
There's that one hero out in the open. Sumail picks up the Brigand's Blade off the floor. Sleeping Dart to start things off. He's got BKB here on the DK. Not going to spend it immediately. Nine just trying to bait them, toy with them a little bit. Enigma still on the back foot, behind their mid-tier 2. Again, just grouped up as 5. Nobody wants to be out on the map alone. They have to take these 5v5 clashes, and this just opens the map for Tundra to push top, send illusions down to bottom, keep every wave shoving in, and advance this net worth lead that's already reaching 10k. But hey, in comes Kuroki. Hook shot, Skitter.
Song is available. Can they burst him?
Song. They're trying to silence and control him up. Heal up the Naga, but they can't get it done. Skitter's down. Nigma comes swinging real hard into that mid lane. They desperately want more, though. They need to break the back of this Tundra mid game. And mind control. He can't close in on that remaining hero. 3-3 TP's back up to top.
Big pickup. Delaying Heart as well on Naga Siren. But they saw them. They saw the glimpse of them, so they know that they're smoked. Also, I think it comes down to high-fiving the items. They wanted to give Naga Siren Dragon Scale, so she kind of stayed there for an extra second or two that she didn't want to. This is also going to be a sieging tool. Naga Siren with the illusions, Dragon Scale, work on your illusions as well. Next Roshan in minute and 30 potentially.
And Miracle just farming out a small camp, finding a little pocket of farm for himself. Shadow Blade is done. Working on that silver edge. And GH building up some big stacks for him as well. What do we have there? The Bongo Boots. Looking for the Aghanim Shard to get your demonic cleanse on the Shadow Demon.
I mean, it's a good one against Ricky.
Cleanse off
that. Also, yeah, just a little bit of healing as well on top of Drow Ranger.
Dire are scanning.
Invis Miracle. Dire scanning.
Dire's bottom
It's
tower
going to turn
is under
red.
attack.
No, it's not. Ricky long gone. And Tundra setting up down bottom. Just a soft, slow push into that tier 1 tower.
What do you call this again? I called it Ghost Push, but it was incorrect.
No, I think Owie called it Ghost Push, and you came up with Shadow Push, which I like better.
Shadow Push. Okay, so there's nothing you're not showing with the heroes. Beastmaster, the perfect hero for it. Naga, Siren, Enchantress. You have pretty much everything. Ricky, once he finishes off the Mantis style, you're going to have multiple heroes doing the same thing. Look at them approaching. Mind Control.
See, this is the thing.
The tower.
You send one hero to deal with that Shadow Push, and that one hero is alone, and the potential there to jump him. Kind of scary.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Tundra, Radiant Vision. Yeah, they see this coming. They watch Nigma group up as 4 in the mid lane. They know exactly where they all are.
They have Hawk. I mean, Tundra is all about the vision. This is how they won TI. They always have some kind of a vision hero. They're going to take out this tier 2 tower. Naga, Siren, Illusions. Pushing out, scouting things out. You have Hawk. You have Enchantress. Sending out the creeps. For now, keeping that Alpha Wolf, so some extra damage.
Yeah, it's not just a hawk either. It's like a pterodactyl that 3-3 has. The leathern wings of the old dinosaur flapping over the trees. Sumail Invis Rune walks back across mid. Might pop his head up high ground to see who's waiting for him. And Tundra, they regain their 10k net worth lead. Just the fact Nigma have to play so tight together, losing out on that wide map exposure to gold.
And now Skeeter pinging out top. I want to take over their jungle, so they have nowhere to farm.
Yeah,
You're
really
going to
nowhere.
choke them out slowly. You send out those illusions, kill the camps, potentially block them. We've seen that being very efficient, especially in the previous patch where Nature's Prophet was picked way more.
That's Naga, incredibly powerful, 17k net worth. Working on a BKB next as well. Try and protect herself against that Timber Saw. Magic and pure nuke damage.
Tower is under attack.
Miracle even popping into the Shadow Blade just to slip away from the Naga illusion. Doesn't want to get scouted out. 9
Ricky's
lurking
bottom.
Yeah.
26 minutes into the game, he's channeling Meteor Hammer on a tower successfully. Rest of the team inside the triangle. And again, you see snaking, drawing on a minimap. Someone should be there. I'm just looking at the minimap, how those dots move from Tundra.
Yeah, they do get a jump on 9 though, and a lot of damage. Great execution. Finds the pick on the Ricky. They had enough of his Meteor Hammer nonsense. Shutting down Tundra as they tried to prepare to overtake this Dire Ancient spot. And Nigma Galaxy come charging out of their base. Not going to find any additional targets though. Just Naga illusions, some summons out in the mid lane. Causing a few problems for them still. But Roshan is alive.
They can wait until Ricky is out. They also have Song. Deep Observer Ward in the triangle is going to scout Tundra. Let's see if they can find an opening. They need Dragonite. So Melt's showing on the bottom lane. This is their instant stun. Clockwork also doesn't have a hook shot available.
Kuroki just sitting in that mid lane. Oh, please don't send the Wild Wing and the Dragon at me. So many summons. I'm just a little Clockwork.
Aghanim Scepter done on Dragonite. So Mel will have that level 4 dragon form that they can utilize even more with the Shadow Demon and the illusions.
Yeah, it does become a lot more potent. But this is the big smoke from Tundra. This is where they want a big team fight victory. Gather up the goodies in the Roche Pit. Control the map. Take top outpost. So many objectives for them to quite simply move towards. Outpost claimed up.
Radiant's bottom
Sentry ward there. Taken down. And Nigma Galaxy just in no position really to move back into the top jungle unless they smoke themselves, which they do. Need some vision going, though. You can't go into this blind. High ground
They
vision
have
for the
3
Dire.
observer wards. So let's see. They saw the rocket coming out from the angle, so they know
Dire's top tower is under
where
attack.
Nigma is. They're doing the wraparound, trying to backstab even
Radiant's
more.
middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, coming all the way from behind. I think Tundra might know this is happening, though. Snaking, illusions from Skitter. Sees Sumail. The smoke is broken. BKB up from the DK. He blinks but finds no target. Skitter's in the tree lines. He's skirted away from the fight. And now the Drow in trouble. Oh, the disruption. They save her up for a second. The Hurricane Pike away from the kisses, but the roar is there. 3-3 locks onto his target, and they blow them up. A double for Aramis. Cookie lands now onto MC. Timber Saw inside the smoke screen. No chance of survival. And Nigma Galaxy, 3 heroes down with no buybacks available. Might just be losing a lane of barracks now.
Yeah, 50 seconds. Sumail doesn't find the jump. Those illusions causing some extra confusion. And then GH dies. Like, Ricky has one job, kill Shadow Demon before he can get anything off. They don't have a defensive force staff on them. Drow Ranger does not want to save her teammates with it. Needs to keep it for herself. They killed the tier 3 tower, and now they're going to go and finish off the Roach. They still have like 30 seconds until rest of Nigma members are going to be alive.
Let's go and pick up the goodies. Aegis and Shard. No need to do any drastic high ground pushes just yet.
Let's see who picks up the shard. It's going to be Naga for now. We'll eat it. So, duration, longer duration, up to 8 seconds. And also a little bit of a healing, so she can reset for her own team.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
This is so annoying to play against. All these
The
constant
Tundra.
spam illusions, meteor hammers. How do you deal with it?
I don't know. This is just like classic Tundra game as well. Are you saying it's annoying to play against? It's just annoying to play against Tundra in general. Tundra in general.
Dire's courier.
Courier down as well now. Miracle loses that one. Nothing on it though, I don't believe. So nothing lost. Oh, they ping out Kuroki. They might spot Miracle. If they get some vision down, they'll see the Drow. Nigma trying to hold the right-hand side of that bottom lane, but they've got the Sleeping Dart. Silence on Sumail. Tricks the trade out to save 9. Sumail blinks back, but it's just illusions. Zoning Nigma away. Greaves pops off the Bloodthorn, so he's saved from the silence and the damage from Skitter. And Nigma, no chance to defend bottom tier 2 spot. Just backing up to their high ground, waiting to see if Tundra make the move. But again, this is where your map gets small. All the lanes are trending towards the Dire base.
Look at snaking. Someone should farm the Ancients. Someone should farm our own jungle as well. Let's just choke them out. They don't have enough. Like, they're not getting enough farm at the moment.
That's a real
Double
challenge
Great
for them.
Band. Classic Enchantress snaking. He just loves that item post 25-minute mark.
It's so good. Boots of Bearing, full staff, double Wraith Band, get the Hurricane Pike,
Radiant are
get some attack speed. And they're all dishing out damage like the best of them. And top net worth of the supports, closing in on 10k. And Aramis has had a pretty good game as well. You know, coming in as a stand-in, his first match here. 4-1-9 on the Snapfire. Has Greaves working on the Aghanim Scepter. A solid lane with 3-3. Doing very well for himself.
Yeah, he had Timbersaw's number throughout the whole game. Those cookies, mid Timber Chain, and also Mortimer's Kisses landing on top of him. Couldn't really defend himself. Now Naga Siren with Cloak of Flames, budget Radiance to push out the lanes even easier. Just whole map belongs to Tundra at the moment.
Yeah.
You see, after finishing off the Roche, another 2k gold increase already. Slow, methodical. This is how you would describe Tundra the best.
No drums of Slum, unfortunately, though. BKB, Octarine for 3-3.
Oh my god, he actually finds him.
The song. They've caught the DK. He does have BKB, but I think at this point you just say, hands off keyboard. I'm dead. You got me. He does pop it and flies over the trees. Hang on a second. Is Sumail away from there? The Black Dragon form with a free path and gets him out. Meanwhile, up at top lane, they're in on top of Snaking. The break comes through. Miracle dishing out some serious damage. 9 hunting for GH in the back, though. We'll get the pick off there, while Snake King still alive somehow. Slipping away from danger. Aramis, with the help of 9, can't quite get on top of the Drow. Meanwhile, Skitter hunting for Timber. But MC finds a little hidey hole in the tree line for himself, and Kuroki roared up right on the doorstep of his base. Launched the kisses at the captain of Nigma. Scouting to the trees as well, just to see who's there. And Tundra
Kuroki dies in the end. I mean, they did not want to commit Roar on Dragonite with the BKB. So Dragonite slips away. They're still holding the Aegis for another minute. They even pop the Glyph plus Crimson Guard. Not sure if it's going to be enough.
Just systematic from Tundra at this point. And snare up. They do jump the Enchantress, but look at how tanky she is. These Wraith Bands, big time, paying off. Hook shot from Kuro, aiming the edge. They're trying to kill off one hero at least, but I don't know if they can even do it. Kuro's dying inside the cogs. Sumail chasing into 9 now, but the Timber Chain misses. The cookie away. The Greaves out from MC, topping them back up. They're all buying back to try and fight. But Drow Ranger and snared. No reveal though. Back into the Silver Edge. Gets out of danger while Aramis does fall to MC and Sumail. But the turnaround from Tundra. Now they've got the damage from the Enchantress. Pushing it real hard into Sumail and Mind Control. And it looks like the DK might, with his BKB, turn around and kill 9, but another 4-staff pushes him out in time. Skitter's Naga changing target. They've got the sleeping dart. Dodges it. Forces the high ground. Disrupted up as well. Drow Ranger still alive. Skitter, 9. Tricks the trade. The roar is there. Sumail finally controlled up and killed. It took a while, but they had plenty in the tank here, Tundra, to keep on going for more. Lincoln Sphere popped by the snare again. Skitter dead, though.
This Lincoln Sphere pickup from Miracle has been amazing. No sleeping darts, dodges the ends there, and they played around him. The Hurricane Pike onto the high ground, another disruption on top of him. I mean, these are some costly buybacks. They are using a lot to keep themselves into the game. But yeah, next fight, let's see how much gold Miracle can get. He's level 20 right now, so that extra multi-shot damage as well. Going into Butterfly next. Picks up even Healing Salve for himself, just to be able to not go to base, get most out of the map. 2 couriers near the secret shop. Let's see what he wants to buy. It's just gonna be an Eagle Song probably. Commit for that Butterfly.
Yeah, look to finish it off. Picks it up, delivers it. And Miracle Drow, about 5k behind the Nagasaran, but absolutely showing with the maneuverability and that defensiveness from not just his own items, but disruption out of GH as well. Lots of ways to keep the Drow alive and basically 1v5ing these team fights.
Looking at the graph, Nigma, they were never ahead in this game. Also, itemization-wise, 33 picks up 4-staff, which is really nice. So he can proc the Lincolns against the Drow Ranger and then roar her. He's always staying 1 step ahead. Skitter has Song available.
Yeah, looking to scout things out first with the illusions. And they're moving into mid with a roar on the DK. Snaking coming across. Sumail should be able to get his BKB off and run away. I don't know if Tundra can keep up with him. This big black dragon just flying over all the cliffs and the trees. So roar on cooldown now for quite a bit.
The game slowed down a little bit. Dragonite hits level 20 from that. Manages to blink out of the trouble. Going for that Manta, so we'll see even more illusions on top of them.
And hiding. And waiting. See if anything comes his way. 20 seconds for Dragon Form. Besides, it's not worth it to stick around. TP back, rejoin his squad in the Dire base. And Nigma showing our resilience. They're always fighting back, looking for ways to win that one team fight, to get into that Roshan, find an Aegis for the Drow. That's got to be the key goal of the game right now.
Yeah, but she just showed that she's going for a full Butterfly, means that doesn't have buyback. Only 2 heroes with the buyback right now, Enchantress and Snapfire.
Everybody's just buying out for these big juicy items. Roche, 1 minute away. Range racks top. Very nearly dead. Nugget illusion. New creep wave coming. They're not going to be able to kill it off, though. Oh, but Miracle Oh, snaking with a sentry. Pops the Lincolns. Long-range roar. No. I think he got fogged there. 3-3 couldn't quite keep the vision in on the Drow.
Yeah, she was out of sentry range. Ricky was the one holding the gem, so unable to get on top of her. And Dragon Knight finishes off Manta style. So that's going to be that spam we were talking about. Let's see. GH, does he follow Dragon Knight in his adventures?
Well, they're hunting for Clockwork. Kuro under a hawk. He doesn't have a way to get out of that Bloodthorn. So sliced down by the Wild Axes. Roshan in 5. No clock for 40 seconds. There should be a freebie here for Tundra to grab that Aegis. Skitter immediately in the pit, scouts it. Perfect timing from him. The first thing Kuroki does is buy a gem.
Refresher this time around. So double roar, most likely. They can also have like double BKB on Naga Siren, but considering that she's gonna have BKB in the backpack plus Aegis, I assume 33 picks it up.
Yeah, looks like it. I'm not rushing to do anything just yet. 3-3 just going to dip back into his triangle to continue farming, look to finish off his items. Wants that Octarine core and he's pretty close to it, as well as the tier 4 neutrals.
This is something that I mentioned. You have Dragon Knight illusions or Shadow Demon making the illusions of Dragon Knight, and then Enchantress takes over them. So you're going to lose some.
Yeah, and the DK illusions can't even deal with the Naga illusions. They're too tanky. DK on DK on DK. So many dragons in that mid lane, but a big ancient granite golem's here, tanking through it all.
It looks like the game is not finished. We have like these models fighting against each other, like these blue illusions.
Yeah, with no textures and
Yeah.
just some polygons there. This is what happens when the throne falls. The game continues, just illusions fighting each other.
Smoke from Tundra. Let's see. We're gonna scout out this observer ward. I think it is the last observer from Nigma Galaxy. Lights out. They don't see much.
It's all darkness for Nigma. You can see there just creep waves in their base. All they can see. Naga illusions swarming towards them. Not a single hero showing from Tundra either. 3-3 and 9. Now they'll breach up high ground, sleeping up mind control. Get the D wards and finish off the range barracks. But again, not pushing the envelope too much, not forcing things up onto high ground. I'm just going to put the meteor hammer down onto MC and that melee barracks. Thinking about the go with the Scythe of Ice there. I do have GH in behind him. Popping the cleanse, keeping him healed up. And still, Nigma mounting this defense, knowing how strong Miracle's Drow Ranger is. If Tundra can't get the jump on her, pop the Lincolns and get the roar, it's still a difficult fight for them to start.
Dota2 is cool and fun video game. Meteor Hammer onto towers, illusions, battling it out. No one wants to commit. And here it comes.
Now,
there's the jump.
Sumail does want to commit. He jumps in, but the Song of the Siren going to be healing up Ricky and resetting the fight. They've got two heroes trapped. It's Drow and the GH Shadow Demon. They force step away, a little bit of distance there for Nigma Galaxy, but Skitter and 9, they're onto the targets they need. Clockwork gone, Shadow Demon dead. Drow Ranger move forward into the roar. They get the catch on the miracle they required, and the Drow will fall. Dead with buyback, has to force it, but Sumail in trouble himself as he's blasted down. 3-3 and Aramis taking them out. A double buyback from Nigma, 3 cores alive, but they're against 6 here as Tundra still hold the Aegis on Naga.
They pop the cheese on Ricky, and this is why this 4-staff was a clutch pickup from 33. Procs the Lincolns, refreshes it, and then gets another roar. Timber.
Yeah, straight back onto MC. No way he survives. Buyback out of him as well. So again, 3 members alive for Nigma Galaxy, but they've lost the top lane of barracks. Holding out as long as they can. We'll see if Tundra decide to go for a second lane, because MC might be out in the open here. Skitter pops his head over the ramparts and says, hello, what's going on? Chakram, and then the cookie back. A minute and a half left on the Aegis.
Now that you have like 2 lanes closer to each other, you can go for a little bit of a split push, land a Meteor Hammer, maybe Beastmaster, use a couple of those illusions, start poking on the tower again. And look at what's on top. It's an illusion rune.
Of course it is. Someone please go take it. Snapfire's paws. Like, guys, there's an illusion rune top. Naga. No,
I believe he was the one who pinged it out. They do have an observer ward.
Reason? Illu rune.
Too many, well, FPS lag, no wonder. There's like 50 extra units. This is Terrorblade against Phantom Lancer back in the day. You use Reflection on PL and his illusions, and the game just crashes.
Monkey King uses Wukongs.
Oh yeah, the good old times.
Can't see a damn thing. Oh man, Nigma, they're under vision here. But I don't think Tundra are really in a rush. 40k ahead, they've got a lane of barracks. They don't need to go and do anything silly. Dragonite getting pretty big, though, with this Aghanim's Manta into Assault Cuirass. I think I would like to see a bit more damage out of him. Like, yes, Drow's doing a decent amount, but they are struggling to finish people off. They need that little touch more to take them over the edge. You know, Ricky got close to death.
Gotcha.
Holy
Where's that
Locket
DK?
on Enchantress. Level 15 talent. Holding the Paladin Sword as well, so extra healing. He's super tanky. They have healing from Guardian Greaves, from Snapfire. Naga Siren ulti with the Shard. Now it's time to start poking. Here comes Dragonite Illusion. It's a melee one.
Useless.
Now SD uses Illusion onto Illusion.
Ridiculous amount of illusions. I do kind of miss the old Ench Shard, honestly, with the passive sprites, just having continual healing. This new Little Friends hasn't felt like it's good.
No, I don't think
all.
I've ever seen it in action.
I've seen it once in a pub game. It looked fun, but it didn't do very much.
This is Skyrat Mage level of Shard, how bad it is.
What does his do? Gives armor and int every time you cast a spell? Or is
Yes,
that its axe?
it just doesn't synergize well with the hero.
Yeah.
It also has like huge text. Like you're like, I don't want to buy this. There's way too much reading.
Are scanning.
I could read a book
I'll
instead.
wait for the
Short
audiobook.
novel.
Wait for the audiobook to come out. Where's Morgan Freeman to narrate the Skywrath tooltip? That's a cool idea. Can we get Morgan Freeman to narrate all the tooltips? You just hover over them and press the audio icon.
I get Morgan Freeman or Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Divine Rapier queued up by Miracle.
Oh yeah.
He's changing his mind. I saw BKB, but seems like he wants to risk it. In this type of a game, I think you need to. Suddenly, it's 40,000 net worth lead for Tundra.
You need something to break out of this. You can only hold on for so long, slowly chipping away at waves with illusions. Waiting in your base, just hiding behind the fortifications. And Tundra so good at making the most out of this map space. They're gonna be 6 slotted on all their heroes soon. Nice net worth lead, pretty much all in the hands of the Naga. 37k for her. Beastmaster Ricky bringing up the rear. But now you've even got the Enchantress overtaking the Timbersaw in net worth. And Microtroll's game hasn't been easy. It felt like he should have had a simple lane. But this level 2 impetus that came out of Snake King was tremendous. Oh, they got to catch bottom. And they just kill off Sumail.
He has no buyback. If they're keeping the track on it, they are now drawing on a minimap. Let's go. He bought back in the previous fight, which was 4 minutes ago. Sometimes you lose track of time in a game like this, where almost nothing is happening. You're just farming. It's time to poke. No Dragonite means that Shadow Demon can't make the illusion of him. How close is he? Sold. Magic Wand. Still needs another 1,000 gold for Divine Rapier. Okay, buys a VKB in the end.
Okay. Going the safer route. See if it pays off for him, because Kuro disrupted and saved by GH. Getting gone on still by 9 and Skitter. Putting the illusions on him. Meteor Hammer not going to quite land, though. Kuroki a little speedy. Gets himself out, and the Greaves are there, but the Roar from 3-3 catching the Drow. Can they save Miracle with Lotus Orbs and Disruptions? Potentially get Miracle out of danger with his own BKB up. They hookshot back in. Kuro buys back, but the song resets. Buying time for 9 to slip away, but the Drow Rangers damage. Substantial hits from Miracle. And Tundra now evacuating the Dire base.
Way too deep. I think they need to, like, try to poke. Beastmaster going for Arcane Blade just so that he has that like instant roar usage on a Drow Ranger. But Shadow Demon is there. They do save him in the end. And Miracle keeps the distance. This Lincoln Sphere has been amazing. The pickup and getting closer to level 25, getting some extra gold. Like he just bought a BKB, got 2,000 gold from the previous fight.
A lot of money.
Wait for Roshan, number 5.
Regeneration.
That's been the name of the game today, hasn't it? Long games, get 5 Roshans. Fight until the bitter end. And it's not over until your throne falls. Everything to protect Miracle here. That's the game plan for Nigma. Surround the Drow. Don't let her get taken down. Always got to contend with that top lane, though. Got to D-push, maintain the lane. It does make things a little more challenging heading towards the Roche Pit when you don't have that top outpost or your top lane of barracks. And Tundra can just keep applying that pressure. Sumail even just dragon-tailing illusions. He's had enough of this nonsense.
He wants that level 25. That's going to be a big one. So you have AoE stun against Naga Siren and the illusions. Man, Skeeter, he... Like, what he did in this game, controlling these illusions, scouting things out, sending them in different directions. This is like playing 5 different Dota games, I would say. It's so mentally draining.
Hey, he's role-playing his open AI.
Aramis, Aghanim Scepter picked up by him. So this is going to be a save. Or another way of initiating fights.
Yeah, tried to gobble up the boar and spit it at Nigma. Didn't catch anybody off guard. And Nigma back into the safety of their base again. 5 seconds for Roshan, and an interesting line drawn there by Kuro, saying, hey, push out top, get towards enemy triangle. We need some way to wrap around and contest this next Roche.
Guys, listen, just get out of the base, get some more farm. Gotta stay that PMA mentality. It's all about it. But Roshan, he's gonna die so quickly with the Bloodthorn.
Yeah, very challenging for Nigma to contest this. Doesn't look like they can get there in time, even if they smoked up right now. And Miracle and Kuro, they're going on a wander. I don't know where they're emigrating to, but it's not somewhere warm and fun. They might even get spotted by Snaking. And Miracle's going for that next wave while Kuro shows top.
He could be going for Divine Rapier because they can't leave the base. He can sell Power Treads and buy Divine Rapier. This was a big play. This is why Kuroki drew the line. They used the smoke while the rest of the team, the rest of the Tundra is killing Roshan. So let's see it. It's coming. He could also pick up Eagle Song if he feels that he needs like an item to maneuver inside a battle, but I'm all down. Get that Divine Rapier, maybe try to farm some tier 4 neutral items because right now they couldn't leave the base. All they have is Telescope. That's the only tier 4 neutral item on their side.
Yeah, and now, especially when you're looking at Aegis Naga, Cheese Ricky, another Refresher Shard for 3-3, you're going to need that Rapier to tip the scales in your favor. Sells the treads, buys the Rapier, TPs across the map back to Fountain. And still smoked up as we get another pause. Looks like all these illusions and summons still causing a few problems. FPS dropping a little bit. But yeah, Nigma, yet again, we saw this the other day from them. Never tapping out when they've still got chances to fight back. And the potential for victory is still there. Sumail down in that bottom lane with GH behind him. The buddy system being enacted. Pushing out these waves, making sure Tundra don't have complete easy access to the Dire base.
Yeah. Quickening Charm held by Dragon Knight. So wants to lower the cooldown on his dragon form. Have it almost permanently. 33 says go. Let's see what happens next. This Divine Rapier could really surprise them. Problem is you don't have like an item to maneuver. It's 320 movement speed on your Drow Ranger. They can boost him up with Bongo Boots, but that's it. There is no Solar Crest.
Yeah, not a wide variety of buffs for it. Heavily reliant on this BKB Hurricane Pike. Lots of defensive tools on the Drow herself. And we'll be showing the rapier there. We'll see if Tundra notice or if they care. Because the game plan has always been the same for them. Is pop Lincolns, get the Roar on Drow, kill her off quickly. And that's why Miracle is continually just using Silver Edge inside his base. Doesn't want to be that first point of contact.
Beastmaster has Refresher from Roshan. 9. Gets a Sleeping Dart, but that's all it's gonna be. I feel like we've been here for a long time. Yeah, 51k, 51 minutes into the game. This is where game officially ends.
How many kills are there? There's 47. We need 4 more.
This is Area 51 if they get 4 more kills.
Oh, man. What kind of aliens are they hiding in their labs? The Roar. 3-3 finds a big dragon. Hookshot across, trying to defend Sumail, but the damage from the kiss is enough to blow them up. No buyback on clock. DK can return, but he has no ulti. And Mind Control taking a beating from this Impetus Enchantress who has BKB and looks for Miracle now. Turns with a multi-shot. The damage is just lacking, even with the Rapier. Can't kill the Eng. GH is gone. Buybacks required from Nigma now to hold on to this game, and they do get the kill on Ricky. Big damage flows out of the Drow. Skitter Songs to run away. Tundra not getting stuck in this team fight, forcing buybacks and bailing.
2 buybacks. They dealt some damage to the tier 4 towers again. Next Roshan could respawn in 5.5 minutes, even though they're still holding the Aegis. Wait for the next one. Play it safe.
Wait for next Roche, guys. Don't rush into the base. It's still
Mind
not easy.
Control, he's very busy. He's using Trusty Shovel 52 minutes into the game, putting down some healing salves.
Mangoes. Lots of goodies on the floor. I guess looking for bounty runes to try and get buyback for people as well. Well, Nigma lived to fight another day. Aghanim Scepter there, so the drums of Slom available for 33. Blink Dagger up for GH, that could be a game changer here with the ability to jump and save Miracle or even get the catch onto somebody.
Far away. He just bought a Blink Dagger to keep the distance, save Drow Ranger if they initiate with the Roar. They found him.
3 hits.
Dies. It's a big chunk of gold.
Oh god, yeah, look at that. 656 for Miracle. Almost a grand shared across the other 4. A lot of money there. As the buyback, the BKB for 3-3. The Song of the Siren, Refresh and Blink. Nice play from 3-3 to get out of there. Skitter aiming for Miracle. The Song about to expire. MC and GH, new targets for the Nagasara now as Kuro getting taken down by the Enchantress, but it's Skitter up at the front lines, taking out GH. Both supports gone with no buybacks, and Nigma Galaxy find themselves in the same spot they were in 25-30 minutes ago. 3 cores against 6 Tundra members. Aegis, of course, still in the hands of Naga Siren, and the high ground push can finally begin.
This has been happening for so long. They find Dragonite.
Look at that damage from the Drow, but they get the Roar. 3-3 controls up Miracle. Tricks the trade, the movement forward. Miracle dropping lower, half HP. The burst damage comes as she's dead. 2 minutes on the sidelines. Rapier on the deck. 9, I think, will grab it up as Sumail and Mind Control left stranded. Nothing left to give. They've absolutely given it their all this game. 54 minutes. Gets the Ghost Scepter off. Gets in the fountain. He's still alive, and technically so Enigma. Tier 4 tower is under assault, but yeah, so it wasn't 9 that got the Rapier, it was the DK who snags it. Roar is there from 3-3 though. Rapier's in the fountain, they don't let Tundra have it, but the Dragonite being demolished, cookied forward, Aramis takes him down, and now Nigma Galaxy left with no options but to call GG.
Mind Control picks up Divine Rapier in the end. He's like, I'm the carry right now, but the game ends. It took them 55 minutes to end this game, longer than expected.